Welcome to the Adapt and Thrive book series, where we dig into the key lessons from today's most impactful business books. Today, we are diving deep into risk management in an AI world, specifically looking at a crucial chapter, Chapter 7.
So let's just start with a really direct question. Is your career ready for an AI world? Really think about that for a second. Because the rise of AI, it isn't just some tech shift happening on the side. It's creating a professional challenge that, honestly, every single one of us has to face, especially if you're anywhere near the world of risk management.
So the core problem we're talking about today is what the book calls the AI skill gap. And this isn't just about AI automating the old stuff we used to do. No, the reality is much bigger. AI is creating completely new kinds of risk, and that means we need a whole new set of skills that traditional risk management just wasn't designed for.
Let's just put it as plainly as possible. AI is moving so fast, it's outpacing our ability to keep up. This has created a really dangerous gap between the technology itself and the skills of the very people who are supposed to be managing it. This isn't some future problem. It's a real, urgent professional threat that we've got to get ahead of right now. Okay, so how do we actually close this gap? Well, Chapter 7 in the book gives us a professional roadmap. Think of it as a guide for evolving your career so you don't just survive, but you actually thrive in this new AI era. So let's break down what's on that map.
Just take a look at the sheer range of skills on this list. It's pretty wild, right? It is not just about the tech. The roadmap calls for this blend of hard skills, like data science and cybersecurity, and these crucial human skills, like communication and adaptive leadership. For today, we're going to zoom in on two of the most critical lessons from this list.
All right, first up, Lesson 1. Understand the tech. And I mean really understand it. We have to get way beyond just throwing around buzzwords in meetings. If you want to manage AI risk effectively, you've got to have a solid technical foundation.
Now, the crucial thing here is, understanding AI fundamentals doesn't mean you have to become a coder overnight. It's about getting a feel for how these systems think. It's about knowing their core algorithms, seeing what they're great at, and, this is the important part, knowing their limits and seeing how and where bias can sneak in.
So why is this skill absolutely non-negotiable? Well, a few big reasons. With it, you can actually evaluate the AI tools your company is using. You can be the person in the room who spots that subtle, hidden bias in an algorithm. And you can plan for failure. You can actually predict how these systems might be attacked so you can build smarter, better defenses.
Okay, so how do you actually build the skill? The book lays out some really clear, practical steps. You can start with foundational courses online. Go to industry workshops that are focused on ethics and real-world uses. You can even experiment yourself with user-friendly tools like Google's AutoML. And of course, just stay curious and keep up with the latest research.
And hey, just a quick pause here. If you're finding this breakdown valuable, if this is helping you connect the dots, please take a second to hit that like button and subscribe. We've got a lot more deep dives into essential books like this one coming your way. All right, on to our second big lesson. This one moves away from the technical and into the human side of things. It's all about mastering the message. Because understanding a risk is only half the battle. You have to be able to translate that technical jargon into real tangible business impact.
So the book defines this as being able to explain really complex, techie risk issues to basically everyone, from the engineers who built the system all the way up to the executives in the C-suite. And trust me, this is not a soft skill, it's a power skill. This is what turns a bunch of data into a strategic conversation and ultimately gets the whole organization to act. Think about what this looks like day to day. You're the person creating risk reports that are so clear an executive can get the main point in 30 seconds. You're the one facilitating those crucial and sometimes difficult conversations between the tech, legal, and business teams. You're designing training, and maybe, most importantly, you're giving leadership the clear, actionable info they need to make the right call. So how do you build this communication muscle? Again, the book has practical advice. Enroll in a communication or presentation skills training course. Always a good idea. Go out of your way to join projects with different teams where you are forced to translate tech concepts and get in a habit of presenting your work and then actually asking for honest feedback. That's how you get better. So, we've covered two absolutely huge lessons today: getting a real handle on the tech and then mastering how you communicate about it. The next step is really about you and your path forward. How can you start applying these lessons to your own career, maybe even starting tomorrow? And you should know, this is just scratching the surface. We're going to be covering risk management in an AI world in a lot more depth in our upcoming explainers. We'll be exploring more skills and strategies straight from the book, so make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any of it. So we'll end with this last crucial question. The AI era isn't on its way. It's here. It's already happening. So the only real question left to decide is, what are you going to do about it? What's your next move?